going to discuss about GitHub Copilot. Okay, what is a GitHub Copilot and how we are going to work with the GitHub Copilot and how we can achieve that our workload to this particular Copilot, right? So basically, GitHub Copilot is a AI powered code completion tool. Okay, which means it is our assistant. Okay, so whatever the instruction you can provide, based on that, this GitHub Copilot, which will generate a suggestion or kind of code. Okay, earlier the first session, so what we had is so we had a discussion on ChatGPT. Okay, it is a chatbot where you can provide that a kind of a question or prompt. Based on the prompt, it is also generating a code, but here is a kind of different manner. So we want to generate a code in a IntelliJ, like our coding editors. So which is very useful and handy to create our code base, and also not only that, generating a code. So this GitHub Copilot, which will suggest that code of light correction, okay, updations, modification. So all those things which will be done by automatically. Okay, and this GitHub Copilot tool which will support for IntelliJ. Okay, and also there is a VS Code and JetBrain IDEs. So what we need to do is for this tool we need to plug in into our editors, right? So before going to that, we'll see that what are the key features of GitHub Copilot. Okay, so first one is code suggestion. So what does mean the code suggestion? So what it does is it will, if you want to ask the question or if you want to ask a suggestion to this Copilot, if you have a complex code you want to write, okay, you can provide a prompt. Based on that, it will generate. Either there is a complex function which is already derived by somebody, you want to understand, you can ask to help to generate the concept or what exactly that particular function does. Then automatically it will read the code and it will generate the step-by-step instruction what the previous developer has been written. Okay, so that is what. And also while writing your code, okay, while writing your code, if this Copilot is configured in IntelliJ, the next line of statement while writing it will provide automatic suggestions. Okay, how we will Google, right? So this is kind of like a, when you do Google, how to create a selenium test. So this kind of suggestion, similar kind of suggestion which will provide in the our IntelliJ level. So if you write a next line of code, right? And so I'll show the all those things in a practical manner. Okay, and this particular GitHub tool which will support a multi-language. Okay, which will support a multi-language, which means the GitHub Pilot, so which can directly support Java language. You can write our complex code, you can read, update, review, all those things you can done by using GitHub Copilot. Like similarly, Python and JavaScript, TypeScript, and C++, okay, and Go language also. We have more. Okay, so what exactly the context? Okay, the context aware assistant in the sense understanding the context of your code and suggest that a relevant solution. So what it does, the GitHub Copilot, which will understand your context in the sense what you are expecting that you are going to write as a prompt. Okay, based on the context, it will give the suggestion, right? So, and also, if you write a comment, okay, if you write a comment, so in generally, what we can do in uh, what what we can do in IntelliJ, we will write a backslashes two, and we can provide a generate a code something like. So if you do like this, so automatically next line of code which will generate. Similarly, so suppose if it is a VS code, we have a hash. So based on the hash, you can type that generate my next line of code. So based on the comment also, which will generate a, which will provide a suggestion of code automatically. Okay, and so these are the major like features of this particular Copilot feature. Okay, so what it does and how we can like writing a code script and comment, and how it will be like a code pilot will suggest our completion or our input. Based on the input, how it will be accepted, or we are going to how we are going to modify, how we are going to take this one. So we can see that. So what is the benefit of using this GitHub Pilot? Okay, GitHub Copilot. What is the benefit? So benefit here is just the basic fundamental is boost your productivity. So what does mean boost your productivity? So if you ask some code Copilot, instead of you, he will going to write your code. Okay, which is faster and reduce our manual typing. Okay, which is our which is reduce our manual typing, and also it reduce that errors. How it will reduce our errors? By suggesting a correct syntax and also best practices. So reducing a syntax in the sense, suppose for example, if you're writing a some kind of code, okay, so you forget this statement, or you forget this particular WebDriver, Chrome driver setup, for example, or you forget some kind of method of selenium. Okay, so we need to Google it, and we need to think it, and we need to research on the Google. Instead of that, it automatically provides. Okay, that is a reducing the error and best practices. Okay, and it works with your IDE. Okay, seamless integration, yeah, which means it is easily integrated. So these are the benefits of this particular GitHub Copilot. Okay, so now let's install. I think everybody installed, I think, right? So what we need to do is the installation procedure. So just you need to go to our setting. Okay, in the settings, so there is a plugin. So you can click on the plugin tab, and here we have a marketplace. Just you can add here GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot. So now it is already tick in the sense it is installed. So suppose if you are first time if you are opening this ID, yeah, we need to install it. Yeah, hi Srini. Yeah. So we need to install it. Okay. So once you install, so then automatically it will show into your IntelliJ. So here is the icons. Let me highlight it. Okay. So this is the icon of Copilot. Okay. So now, are you able to see that one, right? Yes. Let me click on this GitHub Copilot chart, and this is our chart. Okay. So it is look like. Let me open a new conversion. Yes. Yeah. So it will look like this one. So your name and how I can help you. Okay. I am powered by that AI, and so surprise and mistake possibly. So what you need to do? Make sure you are verify generated code based on the suggestion only. So you have to make improvement or clear improvement something. Based on the suggestion, you will need to take that a decision. So he will, so Copilot which will give that a kind of generated code which can be generated code as a suggestion. So you have to take a final decision, right? So that is what it is. Now earlier, so what we have done in the last session. So just we go to our Chat GPT or OpenAI. So here we are asking the questions, right? Here we are asking the questions. So how we are asking questions? So generate, so create a Java program. Okay, Java program for adding two number. Okay, so now let me. It will create a code for Java, and which will give that some code automatically. Okay. So now we can provide the same. comment. Okay, same comment, and in this particular GitHub Copilot. Okay, so write a Java code. So here also you can see that same kind of code is generated, but here we have some feasibility. Now previously in ChatGPT, what we need to do? We have a copy option. Okay, so we need to copy from the entire text, and in that we need to separate it something like that. But instead of that, here in GitHub Copilot, what you need to do? You need to just to before before creating, you need to give the same class name. Sorry. So just give the class name, create a one class name. Okay, same class name, and make the cursor here, and just select it, and we have an option here. Okay, insert code block at the cursor point. So what I have done, I created a Java class, same class which Copilot, GitHub Copilot created a for adding a two number class. Okay, in that we have a some code, piece of code. I want to push this into particular my editor. So what I need to do, just I need to create a Java class. Okay, right click and Java. Better you can create a same name. Either make the cursor so you can get it. Okay, I created it. Now just I selected enter class because I want to same name, right? Now you can see that. So here is insert code block at a cursor level. So if I click on this one, automatically I got the code here. Okay. Now you can see that just click and run. So now currently what I'm doing is I don't know any code of Java. Okay. I'm a like kind of a non-programmer. Okay. So currently I'm behaving as a non-programmer. Only I know the prompting. Okay. So this is the way we can do it. Okay. So I want to generate one more class, one more based on the requirement. You can do it. Okay. So now you can create a one more class or same function, create a function as well. Okay. So let me create a one more function here in within the class only. So create a so type that here create or generate create a division create a program with a function which calculate which multiply okay which multiply two numbers within the add two number class. Okay, so I am asking like I want another function, a function name I did not mention, you can mention also, but I want to multiply two numbers and I want to add this into a particular class name. I give this particular class name. Okay, so let me write it. Yes. So now it is added. So you can see that. Okay, public static int multiply is our method. Okay, and into one, into two. So who knows the Java? So they come to know. If not, okay. So you see, selected it means whole class is selected. So that is a kind of one drawback here. So now what we need to do just to copy this particular code only. What exactly the code and answer that one you can copy it. Okay, and here also I need to multiply method, right? I want to multiply method here. So after this here, yes. So this is the way, one way we can generate our code, right? So there is another way I am telling you. So let me create my one particular class. Okay. So let me create a one more class. Like class is like yeah, Copilot examples. So now I created a class and So I am having a one main method. Okay. So now you see that some suggestions are coming. Now I'm a non-programmer. I know the only prompts. Okay. So in Java, what is the command? What is the comment? We can how we can do comment slash slash, right? Slash slash. So after that, you see how I'm getting these suggestions based on the configuration of. I have done the configuration of GitHub Copilot. Okay. Now create a create a program. Okay, adding two number or like create a yeah. Let's write this one. Create a program add two number. Okay. Now if I click on enter, okay, so automatically it declare that one variable and also it declare the just I am entering the data, just entering the cursor only. Okay. Okay. You need to accept it by using tab. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to accept the tags. Next. So the method addition of two number and also print statement. Okay. So this is the way it is also like based on that your prompt here the comment. So in the editor, so in the particular line of editor, so this comment as a one statement, it is took that one. Okay, now this is the way. Next one, so I want to do so automatic suggestions. It is giving automatic suggestions. Okay, slash slash create a multiply two numbers. So just it took only the variable of number one, number two, and it multiply one method, something like. So we need to insert a one more method. So that this is the way, another way of implementation, right? Okay, right. So now next we move on to the some more extra concepts. So till now, any doubts? No, right? Yes. Let me clear this one. Yeah. So this is the way we are done, right? Now there is a one more GitHub pilot. So GitHub Copilot here. Okay. So here also we have a window. We can able to see refresh screen. Yeah. We can accept the solution. So we can accept the solution. Yes. Yeah. And here we can open one more conversion. So we here we can have one more conversion. So conversion one, conversion two also. Right. And there is a one more concept I want to explain while asking Copilot questions. So please see here this dialog box. So what is here? It is mentioned that ask Copilot a question or a type slash for a command. So we have some kind of slash commands. Okay, Copilot which will support some commands. First one is explain. Okay, explain is a command. Slash explain is a command. So what it does is it explains how a selected a piece of code works. So this particular code. So you suppose there is a code is a one developer or one tester has been designed. Okay, the existing framework is there. So you have joined a new. You want to understand the particular test, what exactly it has been written. So what you need to do is you need to select the file and you need to import the project and you can ask that can you explain? Okay, sorry, explain is a command. Okay, explain is a command slash explain you have to put and select that or provide the class name. Okay, select the piece of code and ask for like how it will be works. So let me show you that experiment, but this is a first command. So to explain our a selected piece of code how it works, it will describe GitHub Copilot, which will analyze that your particular which you selected code, and it step by step which will be explained what exactly that code will has been written, the purpose. right? Yeah. So now the second command slash fix. Okay. So this command, what it does is it helps. Okay, it helps fix errors in the code. Suppose you found in the code error, you are unable to fix, or instead of that you fix. Okay, you can provide a command to that GitHub Copilot. Please fix this issue. Okay, suppose in general scenario in our day to day life, in day to day life, we usually run that nightly build, right? So in the automation, wherever we have automation in every company, so we used to run the night build regression in the day. Okay, in the when we start our day, the results will be there and we should analyze. So that time we will found that some kind of failures. So usually we have to do the some fixes, right? Instead of we do fixes, we can ask to do that a copilot. So if at all any changes in the locator, if at all changes in the any other functionality, so locator base you can provide the command like fix the locator. Okay, so as I told you, right, every company will have some, there is a one model they are going to purchase. Okay, so there is a few companies have started purchasing, licensing, taking the LLMs. So they will train your code. If at all HTML has been changed, that HTML trained by the LLM, the updated HTML will be there. Once you run the script, it will fail, and then after you can ask to this copilot. Okay, then immediately it will get that new locator and it update itself. We no need to inspect the element and fix those things. So that will not require for going forward. So it automatically take care about these fixes. Okay. Yes. Next one is a simplify. Okay, there is a next command is simplify. So we need to tell that. So there is a complex code. Okay, so there is a complex code or there is a complex functionality you have written or it has been written, but you want to ask and break down the code, break down the multiple function because of so reusability, something like. So we can ask the suggestion, simplify my code so and so format or so and so way. Okay, then automatically it provides the suggestions. Okay, suggestion way of to simplify code. Okay, simplify way of the code. Next.
So inputs where to give, sir, actually website details. Uh,
Yeah, we'll go to that. So just I'm explaining the command.
okay.
These commands are very basic. We needed. So we every each and every example I will explain. Okay.
So this one
Yes.
company permission we need to take, sir, for to I mean in the real time day-to-day work. So if
Yeah.
you are giving company,
Real
for
time.
example, bank you are working, that bank details will be
Huh.
given to Copilot. Is it as per the GDPR guidelines or any breach is there, security breach? Because you are giving
No,
a
no.
website address to them.
Yes.
You
So
will take
what
permission or
that,
how it is, sir?
yeah, I'm going to explain that. Yeah, basically I'm going to explain now. See, based on your question, so the
Mm.
answer is, so we have a lot of LLMs, right? So we have
Mm.
a lot of language model. Okay, so we the companies will be uh, purchase or get licensed. Okay, so there are
Okay.
free also there. So what they will do is they will purchase or they will take the license and they will install the company level installation, company level. So
Okay.
this is a LLM is installed in the company level, so not
Okay. Got it.
outside of the world. Okay,
Okay.
so and your project code, okay, your project code will be pushed to LLM, which means this particular AI will read your code, entire code, not only automation, your project development code at all, because it is not out of the world. Okay, nobody access this code because it is a locally your company level firewall is there. Then this is a own network. Nobody will access. Only the company level register users only access it. So where we are? So we have started explaining that commands. So we explore the command of, yeah, I explain the command of explain, so which will explain that code piece of code which you selected. and also like fix for fixing. Simplify, you can simplify your code, piece of code. Next one is a generate. Okay, so there is a test. So you want to generate your test cases. Okay, so unit test cases. So going forward, developers are, they have written the code and they will start using this one. They can write their code to unit test. Okay, by default, automatically this GitHub Copilot is creating a unit test cases for the developer. For our case also, we can create it. Okay, and so there is a next command is help command. Okay, so there is a help command and provide the guidelines of using Copilot. So as everybody knows, this one help is the tool type of help. Okay, yes. The next command is refactor. So refactor means there is some existing code. Okay, maybe it is not working, or we want to refactor some improvement, some kind of enhancement. Okay, suppose there is a for loop is there. So existing older for loop, for example. So we have a one for each loop is there, new for loop. So we can migrate it based on our Java. Okay, so that is what it is. Next is there is a command called generate. So generate is a command. Okay, so once you give the description, so that the based on the description, it will generate the code. Okay, so now where we can see these commands. Let me show here. So in this tool, okay, in this area, right? So when we open our GitHub Copilot, so here is our area, we can type it, and here we can see there is a plus symbol, right? So now here, if I select a slash, okay, so slash, now you can see all those commands. Explain is a command. Explain how the code works. Feedback, review. So which means the review. So you can step by step feedback you can provide. Fix. Okay, fix the problem or compiler error. Fix problems and compiler error which you have. So click on like suppose you want help on the tool level help, how to use some commands, how to do these things. Okay. Next is a test which will generate a unit test cases automatically. And so doc. So what is meant by doc is Java documentation. Everybody knows that how to create a Java document. So based on the Java document, it should be created and simplify. So simplify means optimize your code. Okay, complexity, improvements. So those kind of thing we can do it. So these are the common functions. So what we need to do? Suppose let's see that help. Okay, help is a command. Okay, so let me click it. Now you can see. So this can give that a suggestion. So you make sure that general programming questions. Okay, you can ask me a general programming questions irrespective of any language, Java, Python, okay, Go language. Now currently which are in market, those languages, and use one of the command. So for specific task, don't ask that. So you can ask directly as well. Already we have done right. But if you ask better, so there is a clarification. So the tool knows that okay, he's expecting generating a test case or something like okay, he's expecting like the command is started with the simplify. So there is a selected code which we need to simplify. It is a easy way to guide that tool can wrap up our generator code quickly, something like. Okay, so these are the things, basic things. Now let me ask this. So currently we have opened this window, so which this editor will be refer this particular file only. Okay, now let me explain this one. Okay, explain about this current program. So I'm a new person, so just I came to this project and I'm asking this code what it does exactly. So it's simply explaining the line by line, and you can see that GitHub Copilot steps. Okay, Provide the code is simple Java program contained with a class name is Copilot. So I told you, right, this current window is pointing here the prompt window. So there are another way. So we can prompt the class workspace. I will show you that. But currently, this particular current window is prompting this particular window. Now it is explaining the code. Okay. So the class name is this one. The purpose of the class name is this one. And the program is beginning defining a two integer variable, number one, number two. Okay. And the number one value is a 10, number two value is a 20, and it declare as this one. So this code is description here. Now the next is it is calculate the sum of two numbers and store the result in a sum. Okay, so this is the way. Now it is going to print here. Okay, the simple way it explains this one. Okay, so we can do for our tutorial level. I'm just taking the addition simple methods only, but going forward I will take the complex kind of prompting also. Okay, yes. Now you can see there is a second method, multiply two numbers. So I added the description, something like. Okay, so it explained that, okay, GitHub Copilot, it explained, if you use the explain about this current program, okay, or about the program, explain is the command, and what you're asking about this, about written program or write a program, about this particular current window. Now it explained properly, right? So now I want to ask this particular program. Okay, so I want to ask that explain about this Google search test in the class or Google search test. Okay, so let me this one. So I want to put this one. So what I can do is I can have a command. Okay, so or we can add a plus symbol here. So there is a plus symbol, add reference. The reference, when you are adding a reference, it shows that workspace. Okay, basically it is pointing to workspace. So you want to select any particular class. Okay, any particular class you can select it. Okay, so now let me, what is my test case here? This is a Google search test ng.java. Okay, I selected this one. Now I'm asking explain about this class, explain about given class code.
But
Okay,
this Copilot
so
only to be installed for IntelliJ or Eclipse also we can do, sir?
Eclipse does not have VS Code, IntelliJ, JetBrains only as of.
Okay, IntelliJ only. Okay. For Eclipse, there is
Hmm.
no AI
As of now, the plugin is not there. They are working on it. Soon they will
Okay,
release it.
okay, okay,
VS
okay.
Code is supportable. Microsoft. Okay. Now we can see. So, so it explained the particular class also. So earlier only the say current class, but in the workspace you can mention that you can browse the particular class and you can ask to help. Okay. So it explained that it is a Google search TestNG class. It is a TestNG based test class performed by Google in the using Selenium WebDriver, which includes setup and test and teardown methods are managed. So this is a class declaration. A detailed explanation is provided as. Okay. Yeah. So this is for explain command, right? So now let me take one simple example. Okay, and so one by one, we can first I will explain some Java concept, then I can go for a Selenium concept or our testing concept. Okay, slowly I will provide some prompts, proper prompts, real-time examples. So then you can understand better. Okay, so let me, one second. I have some example which I created. Those will be useful for our next. One second. Yeah. So let me create a one new class.
Sir, PALM dependencies and all it will add on its own, or we need to add, sir, manually?
Yeah, that I will show you that. So let me first we'll go with
Okay,
some Java
continue.
example. Then we can jump on to because we require a Java or any language level some basics, right? So then we can go with. Okay. So just I will write a one simple student related information. Okay, student is a class. I'm taking a one student class. Okay. So now, so there is another way we can inline the editor. Okay, instead of here also, we can inline the editor here. So let me uh, so right click. Okay, so let me right click here, and you can see that there is a GitHub Copilot. Here also we have some command, and there is a inline chat also there. There is another way we can interact with the GitHub Copilot. Now you can ask that. Okay, so here also you can ask and get generated code automatically. Okay, so this is a I want to generate. I want to generate a student object. Okay, student information. Student information like student name, and student roll number. Okay, and student address, address and phone number address. Any other field? Address will come student roll number section. Okay, section is fine. So these are the things I want to generate a code. Okay, so this is a kind of student class. I want to generate a student class. So now we can see that. So there is a one constructor, there is a one getter setter methods also. It is done. Now it is generated the code. Okay, inline. So now you can copy the message. Okay, or you can see the preview. So here it is a preview like, and also you can copy the code. So copy, click, and paste it here. So now automatically the code is generated properly, and you can see that. So what is exactly this one? So if you know Java very well in the sense Java we require some basics. Otherwise we cannot do, right. It is a code assistant. So we are the expert. We are giving some task to speed up our work. So really, if you want to generate this kind of code, let me compare that. Okay. So let me. I want to create a one employee class. Okay. Employee class. Employee object. Okay. EMPLE employee class. So what I need to do? So I want to create a employee name string. Okay, emp name. Okay, emp name and string like emp id. Yes, string. Even though I'm taking a suggestion, but if you don't take the suggestion, if you want to write it, it will take hardly like nearly like 20 minutes or 10 minutes if you're expert. But one single prompt will generate everything. Okay, one single prompt which generates everything. So if at all it generated the code, it is a kind of suggested code. Okay, so which means you have to review your code. Otherwise, so mostly it will give the 90% accuracy. Okay, or 70-80% accuracy. But even though you need to review it, and what code you want exactly your requirement base, you can enhance your code.
So what
So
code you
that
have
is,
given, sir, now? Generate a student class, huh? Just to type
yeah,
slash.
generate a student class. Generate a student class. Along with this, what are the properties I need? So all the properties I give it.
Okay.
Student name, role number, address, section. So
Okay.
automatically one student object class required a one constructor. Okay. And also this values to be stored or assigned. So there are some getter setter methods are there. Okay. Yes. Clear, right? So
Yes,
this
sir.
is the first one, and next one. Suppose there is a one more fixing, right? I want to tell you one more fixing things. Okay, yeah. There is a one sample class actually I created. One second. Review the code. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah. Let me create a one class. Okay, so let me create a code review class. Code review test exam. Okay, so let me, what I can do is I can write int c equal to 100, 200, sorry. Now int sum equal to, even though I am using suggestions, but yeah, so equal to c, and now you can print it. So there is a one method. So what I can do is I'll take in a methods. Okay, so just to give me a second because I need a incorrect code. Okay, then how? See, what I'm going to do is I will write some kind of. I'm not following some kind of Java language syntax. Okay, and even though it will accept, but it will review the code. How it will review and suggest our code? Let me see that. Okay, so let me create a one method, public void add number int a, sorry, int a. Okay, now int c equal to int c equal to 200. Now one more thing, int sum equal to a plus c, and system dot order printer sum of value and c. Okay, fine. So this is the one method. Okay. Okay, my method name is add numbers is my method int a, and there is some logic I have written. I declare a c equal to 200 and sum equal to, or like d equal to. Okay, so anything you can do any name, no problem. So I am printing this one. Now next method. Okay, so bear with me. So it is a kind of I need to write some invalid code. It will suggest it. Okay, add of two numbers, and how it will be going to suggest. I will explain in detail. And int b. So here I am writing like the sum of int a plus b is equal to 200. Okay, yes, let it be. See, and so next one is public void, public void, public void sum of two numbers. So just a and b, a minus b. Okay, this is fine. So I took this one. Next one is print. Yeah, print a comma b comma. Find the largest number. Yes. Now next one more thing is I want to, let me explain the code before going to fix it. Okay, don't worry about this one. And let me find out the, yeah. Till now we can see. Next thing I will tell you that. So there is a main method. Yes. I don't want this one. Okay. See how it is suggesting. Yeah. Now let me explain, and let me tell you the errors as well. Okay. Now see, we are written the one code, so which is correct only. Okay, it is not throwing any error, but there are some kind of errors we have. Okay, if you code compile, there is a no errors. So because there are some kind of standard. Okay, so some kind of Java standard, some kind of code standard which we are not followed in this code, and also some kind of code is generate a runtime exception. Okay, when you run your script, the script will be fail. Okay, let me explain one by one what are the things it has. Sorry. The first method. Okay, what is the first method here? So public void, right? Public void add number. Okay. So the thing is here the name. Okay, we are not following the proper convention of Java code standard. Okay. So basically when the in Java methods, how we can follow the code writing a method name should start with the small letters. Okay, small letters. If there is a second word, there is a camel case, capital letters. So here the correction is add numbers. So this is the exact method name. This is the one of the correction. And second thing, so we in real time we don't want to put a B C D these things in real time. Okay, we have to properly declare what is the C. Okay, what is a C? What is a variable name C? Something. Okay. So the next thing in the next method also you can see that. In the next method also there is a correction in the name, right? Okay, and also declaration of the variable. Next, third method name also same. Okay, okay, this is fine. The correction will done. Next one, now you can see that this code has some kind of a runtime error. How? Let me see that. Okay, we can pass some data and we can see that where we will get there. Okay, suppose a equal to, let me think that a equal to 10.
Sir,
Okay,
here
and
red color is not showing, no, sir. Error actually.
yeah,
Line number
here red
6
color is
also.
not showing, but runtime error will get. I will show you that. Okay,
Okay.
so for that, how it will be fixed, I'll tell you. Okay, now if I do this one, this time we will not get any error. Or we can see like 30, A equal to 30 and B equal to 20. So what is the result of here? So here the result is 10. And what is the result here? Here result is 600. Okay, A into B, 30 into 20, 600. Here 30 by 20. We got a sum result, 2 by 3. A sum point, floating point. Okay, looks good, but where we will get the error? So when we will get the error is, so if at all, if your B is 0, then you can manipulate it. So then B is 0. What is the first sum result? So A minus B, 30 minus 0. It is 30. Okay, code is working. And next one A into B. A is 30 and my B is 0. So 30 into 0 is 0. Now the problem is here. 30 divided by 0. It will throw the error. Is it calculatable? No. So how we need to handle this one? So when this condition is there, the programmer has to identify if B is not equal to 0, then only the calculation will start. So that kind of code will be fixed by automatically. Okay. So by seeing the looks of the code, yeah, by looking this code, it is a compiled code, no errors, but there is a runtime. Okay, same runtime it will throw the error. So how do we fix this one? Okay, so that is the one thing. And here also the next method, starting with the method name is capital. Okay, this is the one change. Okay, the camel class, second word of third letter would be capital. Okay, acceptable. But the first one is smaller, and it has that more number of parameters. All are a entity type. So we this is a like kind of it is a okay to use, but it is not recommended. Okay, if you have such kind of similar declaration, so if you pass a number of parameter more, your code is not looks complex. It looks complex, but it does not require like this. We can do another way, so that we can see that. Okay, and the last one. So see that this code. So this code is simple code, but there is a one error. Okay, but compiler it will not throw any error. Okay, so now let's see that. The method is get string method. So the first correction, G is small and S is capital and M is capital. Okay. And we are declare a second string. str2 is null and we are passing str from the external. Okay, just we are using here only, but we are passing our null operator, null value to the next column. So we will get the null pointer exception here. So those kind of code review standard, we have some kind of checklist. Okay, generally in Java we have some kind of code review checklist. So based on that, our superior or peer review will be done. So the code list will be like kind of naming conventions, how that classes will be declared, how the constants and variables should be declared, and how the method name should be declared. And also we will review that while reviewing our code clean concept, we will not add a hard code values. So here 200 is hard coded. So some kind of hard coded values we should avoid it. And there is a indentation, spell checks. Okay. So those kind of things we will avoid it. So that is already trained this LLM. So LLM will automatically, the GitHub Copilot will be get all those reviewed and it capture and give the suggestions to fix those things. If it any duplicate where code is there, it will identify. Okay. So let me do this one. And so here I want to create an object
So, sir,
of
one
this.
small doubt. So, where you will give, sir, that slash fix that one? Where you will give? Right click Git
Yeah,
file
let,
and
let,
do
let
that.
me let me show you that. Let me show you that. Code review dot. I want to call this get method. Uh, get. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, let me show you. For yeah. Now here we have a icon.
Okay.
Get Copilot. Okay. So now let me cancel this one. We need to provide our class name. Okay. So you can provide our class name or you can browse your class. So add preferences. Okay, add preferences. What is our code name? Class name is code review test example. Okay, my class name is which I am asking to provide my code review and provide the suggestion. So this is my class. I have written it. Okay, so and I'm asking to review and provide the suggestion code fixes. So basically, you can take this scenario. Yeah, you have done some kind of code and you committed, and your team lead or preview your peer is going to review. Exactly, this is the way they will review and they will give the comment. Okay, so let me ask our GitHub Copilot assistant. Let's see that the fixes. Okay, so please review. So we have a like a fix, right?
Slash fix the code.
Class fix. Okay, so it is a compiler, right? Fix for problems and compile errors, but we
Yeah.
do not have like those things, right? So we
Review
can
class
ask
text.
directly. Yeah, so we can ask directly. Uh, do a code review. Do a code review based on the Java code
So, what is the
standard.
difference, sir? Actually, plain language and slash.
Slash is which will be directly like if you provide, right, so it will explain, in the sense it will explain about this particular context,
Online shortcut
specific
type.
context based. Yeah, specific context based. So if you write like here, it is generic. So
Generic.
but if you want to write slash and text, in the sense it will generate a test cases. So something like based on your code, it is going to generate a test cases, specific
Just you
context.
put
That's
do one thing, sir. Slash add comments you put. Whether we'll see whether it will do or not. Slash add
yeah,
comments. Add comments to the code. We'll see whether it will work or not. Comments. Enter.
yeah, it will work, no problem, it will work. Yeah,
We'll see, sir. Enter, sir.
yeah,
Enter.
tell me.
That's it. Comments to the
Enter.
code. Comments to the
Yeah,
code. Comments
comments
to
to
the
the
build.
code.
Yeah, they will see answer. Enter, sir. Enter means
Let
run it.
okay. Comments to the below class code.
We need to give class name or not required, sir? Latest it will take.
No, it is already browsed right here. We have taken it. So if you
Okay.
not, you can provide it. So already I have taken this code, browse, and you can choose this one. So something like
Okay.
now it is reviewing. Collected the context. Now you can see that.
Okay. From here we need to copy and paste here. We don't
Yeah,
automatically
here
update
we
in the
need to copy.
console.
Yeah, yes. We need to
I thought
copy
it will
and paste.
automatically update in the console.
No, it will not. It will not.
Okay.
So we can do another way. So I'll tell you that. So it is. See, the context is different here. So you ask that only comment. So what it has added, right? Just before that slash this method is print for placeholder messaging and null. Something like it is added. But you did
But
not
what
ask
will
the
happen if you right
review
click
one.
there, sir? Maybe it will work there, I think. Right click on the code and then GitHub Copilot. Right, code itself, right click. Code. Go to the code, sir. No, left side, console. Right click. Go to Git Copilot. And then maybe it will work from here, I think, if you do here.
No, here
Generate
also we
comments.
can do no
Same,
problem.
huh?
Both are same. Both are same.
Both are
Both
same.
are same.
Okay.
Both are same. Both are
I
same.
thought maybe if you give here, it will update automatically. So that
No,
you don't need to
It
copy
will
paste
not
again.
update. See, if you want to update, right? If you want to update, just you need to do one thing. We need to take care about one thing. You want to do particular simple, only simple code, you can do it. But you want entire code is very simple. So what we need to do is just select our editor, all, and do this. There is a one insert code cursor it.
Insert code
Okay.
block.
Insert code block. Just you see, just to do this. Yeah, this is I created a class name and I deleted, right? Now
Yeah.
just simply I can choose this command insert code block at cursor. My cursor is the first line. The entire code will be come. No need to.
Okay, not to copy paste.
Okay. Yeah. No need to copy paste. Just to package them, you can add it. So earlier, what is the comment? What is our prompt which we gave? Only explain about. Provide the comment. Where is our comment below code? So it added this line comment. This is a comment line. Every method level it is added. Not a code review. It is not done in code review. Okay. Yeah. Let me ask the code review. So please do code review. Code review based on Java standards and provide that solution. Now this time it will change that. Yeah, now you can see that. Yeah, let me, it will type. Yeah. So here the code, here is the code review of this class name based on the Java standard along with some suggestion or improvement. So first thing is, first Java suggestion is method naming conversion. Method name should be followed by the camel case conversion. Example, add number. It should be a add numbers. N is capital. Okay, like that, it provided all those camel cases output. And there is a exception handling. Okay, a sub of two numbers method performing a division without handling a possibility of division by zero. Okay, you have to handle your exception cases. And next one is code reusability. Okay, so add a comment to explain the purpose of the method, any complex logic, meaningful variable names. Okay, A, D, C, right? Rename to base value and result properly. That's what, right? I told you. A is there, D is there, something like. We should not like that. And also method functionality, the print P capital, print large number, get string method. The placeholders are not must be perform any meaningful. Okay, those are not matching that your so based on the how we got, which is already trained. Okay, so this particular LLM, GitHub LLM as a own LLM, or we have some predefined LLM. So this LLM is already trained. If you want to review any code, it has to follow the standard Java code standard. So what the Java code standards tell us? You should follow the naming convention. So you have to use camel cases. It is already trained to this particular LLM. Then you are asking this particular code has this kind of violation. So it is identified. Now it is provided the outcome also. Now you can see that. So this add number, our add number is n is small, but the result of add number is capital. Okay, and also you see the first correction is this one, right? The name of the method, camel case. Starting letter word is A is a small, second letter word is N is a capital. What we have written? Both are small. A and N is small here. So it was done based on the code review. And also, so you see that next one is C, D, something like. So we don't want to use this kind of simple numbers, code readability point of view. So it has added a base value. Here is a C. Okay, and D we added a D. So D is not a simple value. So instead of that, result is a value because here it is not modified because placeholder you can give anything. Okay, here also we can change it. Ask to change, we can change it. So A also not recommended, but we did not ask the placeholder thing. Placeholder can be anything. So that is the case it added. Okay. Similarly, you see the second method connection. In the second method, there is I explained that runtime error, issue is fixed. So let me show you that code. So whenever I showed that example of A equal to 30 and B equal to 0, that time, so this case, right? This division case will get some kind of error. So how it handle, see that. So because 30 by 0 is we will get the arithmetic exception. Okay, so arithmetic exception. So what we are doing, we are catching this exception. Okay, so it will throw the error. So now it will. So if you try and catch block. So if you know Java concept only, it will come across in our mind to catching this one, what it exactly done. Okay. Yes. Next one is.
So that is, yeah, the basic fundamental programming divide by zero you're generating there. But if the divide by zero happens because of a complex operation, not very straightforward like you've done, does it detect?
Yeah, it will detect. Mostly that is a common calculation. It will detect. Definitely, it will detect.
But even if otherwise, also the developer would be able to find it anyway when he compiles, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but logical
Okay.
errors
Now you see
cannot
that.
find.
Yeah. So now you can see that we did not ask a specific way. So generally it took it, but you can specifically can ask this one. So it is not updated. Okay. And also it updated get name, get method name. Okay. So something like null. So here also null is not handled properly. So this is the way we can ask the suggestion. Okay. And also we have some kind of best practices of OOPS principles, object-oriented principles. You can ask them, and also like solid principles and design patterns. Those kind of Java standard we have, so we can ask and we can get that examples. Okay. So now, okay, let's move on. Jump on to the actual our testing activity. Okay, right now which I explain a code base of Java. Now we can create some kind of framework project. How we can do? Let's see that. Okay. Yeah. So let me create a one Java class. Okay, and so I want to create a Java class orange HRM page. Okay, RM HRM page. So now let me create a one main method. So I want to generate a So what I can do is better I will not write here. So I will write from our Copilot. So let me close this one. I will start a new context, new conversion. So now let me ask that. Okay, let me ask generate a what I can give. I can give this particular site name as well. This is my application. Orange HRM is my demo site. Orange HRM demo site. Okay, so let me copy this one and can you please generate login function automatically? Can you please generate a automation code for login functionality of this URL or website using Selenium Java. Okay, Selenium Java with Chrome browser. Okay, Chrome browser. You can specify your browser. Okay, right. So let me now it will explain and it will provide all the code from the starting of that mav in everything, I think, or bit of code. Let's see that. So now, yeah, now it is, see, yeah, only the bit of code is generated because it is already Maven. I included all those things and it is already trained. I done some kind of few more commands, right? So I did it. So for your case, it will give that how to add a Maven project, how to, you can also mention it. You can create a Maven project, something like, it will give that. That command also I will show you for your case. Let me go to here and get this code. Okay, so let cancel the code class name and let me keep the cursor and you can just place it here. Yeah, now I got the code, entire code. So entire code I took from the GitHub Copilot. Now you can see that I did not capture any locator. Okay, so I did not capture any locator, but how we got? Because this is open site, cloud-based site. This already this particular LLM is already trained and automatically captured. In our company base also, right? Our project is in local, in our machine, our LLM machine. We will provide the code. It's all the HTML, all the Java code. So automatically it will capture our locators as well going forward. Okay, but let's see that whether it works or not. That is also one of the challenges. So it is generated. So you told that the accuracy will be accurate. We can find the accuracy. We need to tune some kind of code as well. Okay, let's see that. So if I run this one, whether it works or if this code is work or not, let's see that. Yes. Yeah, it fails because so unable to find the Chrome driver exe. Okay, so where is that? The first line. So as we know, Selenium, we need a driver exe. So we need to get it. So let me see that where is the driver exe in my project. I think in the downloads. Go to downloads. Here we have a window exe. Let me. We can take this one. So here we can provide a slash exe. So this is my Chrome exe is downloaded in this location. So as we know, right, any in Selenium, if you want to open your browser, there is a one exe file is there, dependency file. We need to provide here. Yeah. So this Chrome driver is depends upon this Chrome DXC. So then it will launch our application. So we have given that one. So let me run it. Chrome driver is not supported this version. So which version is going to support? Let me comment this one. Let me run this. So this kind of versioning kind of thing, we need to fix it. Either you can mention it in specific versions only you can download and use it something like. Okay. So I have latest one. So it does not require exe. Automatically it launch. So after that, it also gives some errors. So what is the error is? So now you can see that orange open QA. Okay. Selenium, no such element. No such element. No such element. Which element is not existing? So your name, username is not existing. Okay, username is not existing. So let me go to my class. Okay, and where is my Java class error? This is the place. Okay, so now see that how I'm going to ask two suggestions here. Okay, here, so you can observe that while after loading this particular website, it is taking some time. How do I observe? You can also check it. So if I run this one, it is taking some time. Then only because while loading, the WebDriver is a little bit faster and it is checking this particular username. So it is not visible. Then it is throwing that no such element. So what I'm going to do is a generic fix is thread.sleep. So what is meant by thread.sleep in Java, right? We are pausing our script 500 milliseconds. So after this particular driver.get, which means it load the website, it is taking delay. I am explicitly pausing my execution. Okay, how much time? 5,000 milliseconds. So while then my complete page will be loaded, then it won't fail to find this particular username locator. Then after it will send that user data something like. Okay, so that is the fix I'm giving currently. Okay, right. Let me see that. But this fix is not recommended in Selenium because this thread.sleep is for a Java one. Okay, so it is a Java one. Yeah, now it is identified and resolved. Okay, logged successfully. Okay, so now what we can do? This is a Java fix, but it is not recommended. Suppose even though this particular loading file it will come in 1000 milliseconds, but even after we are waiting 4000 milliseconds are extra. Okay, let example. Sometime it is coming on 1000 milliseconds, sometime it is coming at 2000 milliseconds. Even after we are strictly pausing or aborting our test execution is 5000 milliseconds, which means it is a hard coded value. So this is not a proper fix. So what we can do is, so we can ask this suggestion to our co-pilot, give the fix as per the Selenium way of dynamic wait. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, here I can ask inline. Okay, so / fix for thread.sleep instead of web element wait. So the web element is username field. So this is a web element. So till we need to wait our username is displayed or not. Okay, so let me see that. So for this we require some Selenium concepts. Okay, you see that. So this is a fix to replace this thread.sleep 5000 millisecond with more appropriate wait mechanism in username field in the web element. You can use WebDriver wait. This will make the code more readable and efficient. You have to use this way. Okay, so you need to wait. Declare a WebDriver. Okay, WebDriver wait, new WebDriver, duration of WebDriver 10 seconds. Within the 10 seconds, it will wait and until the expected condition, visibility of element of my user. Okay, so this is what is the fix. Okay, let me do this one. Click and this also click. Yeah. So we have done these two things. Okay, where is the one more? Not this one, sorry, I did not. WebDriver wait. WebDriver wait. Yeah. So WebDriver wait, you need to take the imports. So these are the Selenium fix, Selenium imports. So WebDriver wait. WebDriver wait is the class. Yeah. WebDriver wait expected condition. So what exactly this meaning is? So it is already here. Yeah, let me read it. Yeah. So we are initializing a WebDriver wait. Okay, driver will wait for our driver browser. Okay, instead of pausing, driver is waiting 10 seconds until when visibility of this username. Username locator means this in the screen level, it is a this username field. So because if it is loading, so it is taking time. So if it is when loading time, if we see that username is may not be displayed. So that is the case, it is failing. Now we are telling the driver, hey driver, please wait. Okay, 10 seconds. And element, this element should be visible. Username field should be visible. Then you can do your action filling the data. So that is what is the fix. So it is a proper fix. WebDriver wait, Fluent wait in our Selenium code fixes. Okay, so let me run this one and see. So this code fix has been done. So it is running properly. Yeah. Now what is the fix fail? So there is a one more fix fail. Unable to locate element and menu of index. Okay, so now this time what I can do, I directly ask this question in my Copilot. Okay, so fix that error. Fix that error. So we are in the current page, right? So that is the case. Fix the error in this class, current class. Okay, fix that error. Just fix the error in the console. As in the run console. Yeah, let's see that. Yeah, so there is another place. It is also required to provide this WebDriver wait. So this is the place, I think. Yeah, let me check this one and see. Yeah. So where we click on button, then after it is visibility of element. Yeah. So verify that login was successful. Here, so we required it is there is a statement. What is this statement here? And it remove the thread.sleep here. Okay, and added that WebDriver wait, and for this particular web element, menu dashboard index should be visibility. Then only you can wait the condition. So we need to add this particular condition. Then after okay. So then same code is works. Okay, let me copy this code and override here. Now let me run this one. See, you can also think that so we are also doing some kind of effort, right? So same effort, even though we are compiling and fixing. But day to day, you are good, like you are working with this AI, you will be a good familiarity. Okay, you will work speed. Okay, you will get some, you will come to know that some error, how we can give the prompt, how we can give the fixes, accurate fixes. So day to day, we can also improve ourselves as well as tool also improve. Okay, so now you see, so it is run successfully without any errors. So this is the way we can write our code generation. Nothing will, so no need of much about the programming skill. So we need a some concept oriented skill, okay, but not a much. So if you have good knowledge of programming, you can improve your code robustly or and quickly you can do your whatever work. Your productivity is very faster and more.
Sir, you
Okay,
copy and paste the
so
right
that
side to here or automatically click that one? Automatically came here. What you
no,
did,
no,
sir?
just I copy paste. Sometime we
Copy
need to
paste
copy
manually.
paste. Sometime we can, yeah, manually only. I
But
copy paste it.
in form file, the dependence will be there, no, sir. Like screenshot, that and all.
That
We
I
need
that
to
I
do
that I
automatically.
will
We need to
tell
do
you.
manually, or automatically tool will do, sir.
We can do manually. Some kind of
So
thing we
Copilot
can do
cannot do,
manually. Set up. No, no, no. Let me show you
okay.
that as well. So let me go to our new workspace. Okay, I will create a new project. Okay, so from scratch, I'm telling you. So Java project I'm going to create Java Selenium demo Copilot is a class Maven project which I am going to create. Let me create this project. Okay, I'm using a new window. So this is entirely new and see, just a sample core, sample structure is created. Maven project only. Nothing is there in that. Okay, only that main normal main method is there. Okay, main class is there. Now I will ask to Copilot create a Maven project. Okay, so let me do that. So create a program, launch Chrome browser, using launch a program Chrome browser using Selenium Java. So this time, let's see that. It will ask to create all the dependency as well. You see, form.xml. So because it checked that, okay, it already checked that, okay, you are expecting Selenium, but there is a form that does not have this. Earlier, I added, right? So that is the case, it was not given. So it is telling that it is already read your project, what is the current status, and after that you are already, so once you ask the prompt, right, based on the prompt, it checked that in the form.xml, you are asking a Java Selenium, okay, it can go and check in the form.xml, there is a no dependency, so it is also suggestion. Okay, so add the suggestion. Okay, so now you can see that I told you, right, you can place the cursor properly. Okay, this is the one main thing you need to think that. Okay, place the cursor proper place, and you can do this one. Insert a code block at the cursor point. That is the only action we need to do. Let me undo it. Okay, so yeah, now cursor is there. Okay, suppose sometimes some dependencies are already there. Okay, so if I place a cursor here, I will get a dependency and dependencies, two dependencies. So this kind of code fixes we need to do. Okay, so that is the case. We need to sometime we need to do copy paste. So this time already dependency is there. Only just one dependency you can copy it. This is the way it will be, because dependency section is already there. My project will have other dependencies. I miss only one dependency that is provided in the suggestion of Copilot. I will copy only one specific dependency section. Either I'm going to create a new project, so definitely I don't have any dependencies. This time I will place the cursor, and just I will insert. I will click this button, insert code at the cursor block. Okay, so automatically the cursor will come. Now you can see that there is a Maven synchronization. So you can click on this icon, it will be loaded to here in local project. Okay, yes. Now you can see that there is another way. Now launch a Chrome browser. Okay, nothing is added. Just launch a Chrome browser. What we need to do? We need to create a class. So it is also suggested that next create a Java class and launch the Chrome browser. So what we need to do? Copy the class name properly, create a Java class here. Same class name. Okay. So you can we are asking all the things, right? You just existing cursor you can delete it. If it is there, right, two times the name will come. Again you will confuse. Okay, if you place the cursor here and if you do this insert code block at the cursor, right? Where the cursor is there, that will be printed. Now you can see that the error is packages came inside the class. Again, imports are came inside the class. So better, this is the kind of thing you need to handle it manually. So let me very first time, just to create a class name, just to do the cursor, insert it automatically come. Second time, if it is there is a fix, you can copy the block of code only. Maybe in the later point of time, they will add that kind of enhancement in the Copilot, but as of now, there is no feasibility. Okay, yes. Now let me import this one. Now what happened? Local variable is not there. This is not right fix, I think. Web driver, Chrome driver. Okay, let me go to our form.xml, whether it is downloaded properly or not. And also one more thing I want to tell you here. So sometime this code version, right? The binary versions, third-party binary versions may not be get a proper one. Okay, there are some where what is the LLM, and it was trained, it was learned. Okay, it was trained or learned of this particular LLM. Okay, so what is mean by that? I'll tell you. Suppose if I go to the WebDriver manager, okay, this, yeah, go into our Google. It is a dependency, right? Just ask the dependency Maven. Now it will be not up to date. So there is some kind of versioning, maybe lower one, middle of the one. Okay, current version is 5.9.2. What is the version it looks? 5.3.2. So this is also one of the thing which will not take the latest one. So if you want latest one, you need to provide that. I want this latest binary, something like, okay, or you want some specific version, standardized version you want to use it. You can provide in a prompt. Okay, I want a dependency of Java Selenium latest version. Okay, latest version. So it will give the Java Selenium latest version. So let me go. What is the latest version? Also, we can see, and dependency. Yeah. So it is a 4.28, 2.81, 4.28.1. So let me take this dependency. So like these dependencies, we need to resolve ourselves. I will remove this one. It's not required. Okay, now we don't want this one. So let me see this one. So what is the code? It is launch the browser. So when you create a new project. So this is the one. Okay. So now let's see one more prompt. We want to create a framework. Okay, small framework, mini project. Okay. So either we can do another way. We have a test cases. We can provide the manual test cases. It will generate a code. Okay, that we can do. So just a second. What is the concept? I will explain. The concept is I have a manual test case. Okay, manual test case is there. I want to ask to this particular copilot which will generate a code. Okay, so let me see that. So for that, I want to go my workspace. There is a demo sites. Okay, not like this. Okay, so right click and open with the Chrome browser. We have a practice automation testing site, and it is a testing site. Now here is not there. Yeah, let me check. Not this site. Automation practice. Oh my God. What happened? Practice automation. Yeah. So here we have test cases. Yeah. Here we have test cases. Okay. So these are the test cases I have. I will copy this test case and ask to create a test cases in the some format. Okay. First Java class only I will take. Then after I will take the framework level. Okay. So this is my login page. So copy this one here first. And what is the URL? So this is my URL. Let me give the URL here. So after this, you can also practice this. Practice based on it will come. Okay. So login, small login. Yes, this is the URL. And also I'm specifying the Chrome driver, Chrome browser. Okay. So this is my test case. And I will ask the code to my code editor, like Copilot. Where is the one? Yeah, yeah. So now this time is generate. I can use generate a test case. So I'll ask the test case. So I want a test case. Generate a test case for this requirement. So it took a JNU test case. Okay, I want test ng. You can also add test ng. Okay, so this is the way. You see, there is a Chrome browser test. Let me create a one class here. I will pull that one. So what is the class name? Launch Chrome driver. Launch Chrome driver test. Okay, I want test ng one. So regenerate same test cases in test ng. This time we need to use a test ng. So we need a dependency. It is not suggested, right? So Copilot is not suggested. So we need to bring out. No problem. So let me copy this one and the code insert. So the code is inserted. but code has some kind of errors. So code has some kind of errors. So let me see that errors and fix it. So we need a testng binary. So we can get this binary from the internet. Maven repository. Go to Maven repository, testng repository. So I want to. So testng is a framework, testing framework. So where we can have some functionality to write a test cases, functional integration, a unit testing framework. So we have some kind of concept or annotation based on data-driven testing, parameterization testing, what we can do by using this one. Okay, it will run with some kind of annotations. So we need to know this one, some basics. Okay, so let me go and add the form.xml. So reload it, just it is loading it. Yeah, now go to here. So there is a two type of class names. What happened? Class name. Insert the code. You see this time, this kind of errors we can see. Why it is